The reason why most agents fail is because they do not treat their real estate business like an actual business. They're not thinking like a marketer or an entrepreneur. In any given business, there are 6 phases I call what the sales cycle is. The first one is marketing, followed by lead generation, then lead nurture, then conversion, then fulfillment and delivery, and then what I call the 5 R's. How do you get people to resell with you, relist with you, and how do you get that through? You get that through rituals and routines, okay? So let's break down each one of these different phases. The first one is marketing. Marketing is not your brand or your colors. I mean, it kind of is, right? That's more branding, but marketing is attraction. Most real estate agents and most businesses, entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, what they're doing is that they are constantly chasing. They're doing things like download this lead magnet, give me your information. That is not marketing. Marketing is attraction. Marketing is when you actually have somebody raise their hand and say, hey, I would like to work with you. And the reason why people do that is based upon the fact that you've given them valuable information, you've helped them, you've served them, you've actually solved a problem. You've really helped them find a solution to something that they're facing. So the more that you can market to people, remember marketing is attraction, which means the more that you can actually offer value, serve, not sell, help people, getting them to raise their hand so much so because your marketing messaging is speaking directly to them. That is what marketing is. So that's the first phase, is marketing, right? You've got to be able to expose yourself to people. You've got to be able to help them. And if you help them, then you're going to generate leads. The second phase of the sales cycle, lead generation. Now remember, we can't generate leads if we're not marketing. Most people pay for leads in any given business, including real estate and coaching, consulting, whatever business that you're in, you're paying for leads, right? You're paying for leads from outside services. But those leads are also being sold in many cases to other people. So when you can generate your own leads from the marketing efforts that you're doing, and personally what I do is I utilize video. How can I create video content that is binge-worthy, that really helps people, that serves a need, that solves a problem, that is a solution to exactly what they're looking for? If I can market properly, then I'm going to generate leads on my own. And here's the deal. Those leads are much higher quality leads because when you utilize video, you are establishing yourself as the expert, you are positioning yourself as the authority, you're breaking down people's barriers, you're getting them to know you, to like you, and trust you. And literally, it's called a parasocial relationship. What that means is when people see you on the other side of a video or a screen or a computer and you're doing video content, they're actually getting to know you, right? Like even think about this right now. You know me a little bit right now more than you did when I first started recording this video, when you first started watching it, right? You kind of can tell that I've got a lot of energy, I'm super hyper, and I know a little bit about marketing. So right now you're developing a relationship with me, and how that's helping me is I'm able to break down your barriers. I'm getting you to see that I'm an expert in the knowledge that I'm giving you, and we're kind of developing a relationship, a parasocial relationship, right? So when you market properly, you're going to generate leads. These leads are going to be much easier to convert, right? Because of the fact that these leads, you're giving them something, okay? So we've got marketing followed by lead generation. The best kind of lead generation are leads that you personally are generating on your own from serving, not selling, and giving a lot of content. The third phase is lead nurture. Now here's the deal. In most businesses, now I don't care what business you're in, if you're a real estate agent, if you're a mortgage officer, if you're a coach, an entrepreneur, a consultant, lead nurture is difficult because we want things, we want it now, right? We want now. Because of ping pong, Twitter, Twatter, Google, Instagram, our phones, everything is at the instant access to our hands immediately. We want things immediately. The problem is that people take time before they're actually going to convert, right? You need to nurture these leads. Once you've actually marketed and generated the lead, now it's time to nurture the lead. So how do we nurture the lead? Number one, obviously you need a good CRM. You also need to keep showing up in front of that lead over and over again, both in their inbox and on the social channels that they follow. And you need to nurture them by giving them more value. And it's really helpful when you know exactly what they originally were interested in and you give them more information based upon that, right? So you want to nurture these leads, keep showing up in front of them, whatever your profession is, right? Whether you're a real estate agent, whether you're a coach or a consultant, whatever they think about your profession, they need to think about you. I actually call it, and I actually have it trademarked, right? It's called a community market leader. Anytime anybody thinks about real estate or real estate coaching or business coaching, they think about me in my local area. Now I'm making it to where everyone thinks about me, right? That's your job. Your job is to make it to be you're unforgettable. If you nurture your leads appropriately, you're going to be unforgettable. Here's the deal, everybody. If people don't think about you or know about you until they're ready to make a decision, you are too late. People need to think about you, know about you, hear you. They need to think about you beforehand, before they're ready to take action. That's how you're going to be able to do more of what the next phase is convert, all right? So number 1, marketing. Number 2, lead generation. Number 3, lead nurture. Number 4 is conversion. If you have marketed properly and you've nurtured properly, right, it's going to be so much easier for you to convert because people have developed a relationship with you, they've gotten to know you, they feel like they know you. And research shows that people are much more likely to do business with someone that they know, like, and trust. Let's just use this example. Let's just say you're head-to-head with somebody, and you've done the exact same things up until a point where you're in front of a customer. But you did one thing different. Everything was equal except you created video content. They saw you on a regular basis. You nurtured them. You offered value. You actually developed that parasocial relationship with you. You're going to have a much more likelihood to convert. Now, sometimes this process takes a little bit longer. What most people do is they just put out, here's a lead magnet, give me your information, download this form, join this seminar, give me. But they forget the biggest, most important steps is the marketing aspect of it and the lead nurturing. And when you do that properly, you're developing a relationship. So the conversions might take just a tad bit longer in the beginning, but once they actually are ready, they are so much more likely to convert, and that customer is going to stick around for a long time. Conversion becomes so much easier when you actually have a relationship with that person. And when you create video content and you properly distribute it and you're showing up over and over in the eyes of your client avatar who you're trying to convert, conversions are simple. All right, so marketing followed by lead generation, lead nurture, and then conversion. Now, once you've converted that lead, we've got to make sure that we give them the very best fulfillment and delivery process. That means that you've got to knock their socks off. You've got to give them excellent service. Well, how do you do that? Well, you got to make sure you've got the tools in place, the systems, the processes, and the CRM. I personally have something called the Mashore method, and it's anything from, it's a landing page builder, a website builder, it's workflows, it's transaction management, it's anything and everything that I need to a website to stay right in front of my client, right? To make sure that I'm showing up over and over again. I'm making it so that I'm unforgettable during that transaction, right? We've got automatic email reminders, automatic text message reminders. We're making sure that we have the tools and anything that they might need to actually make the experience better for them. Great communication, timely service, impeccable at what you're doing. And if you've got a really good CRM with great transactions and great workflows in it, you're going to do a much better job actually giving them a really, really great fulfillment process. Now the last phase is refer, retain, and resell. How do we get people to refer us? How do we retain them as clients and get them to resell with us? Well, we do that through having strong rituals and routines. I guarantee you that you've been forgotten, okay? How many times have you had a great experience with a client just for that client to absolutely forget about you? They forgot about you. Why? Because you were not top of mind. You were not showing up where they are on a regular basis. And where people are is they are online. So as a marketer, it is our job to go where our clients are. Our clients are online. They're on social media. So yes, we may have to invest, right, in making sure that we're showing up in front of people, that we're constantly top of mind, that it makes it impossible for us to be forgotten. Let me give you a really good example. About 3 years ago, my husband and I bought a lot and we built a house from scratch, right? And we had custom closet organizers put in. And I loved this woman. She was amazing. We also had custom blinds put in. I love that lady too. I really wanted to hire her. But guess what? They did not keep in touch with me. Since they put my closet organizers in, I've never heard from her again. I cannot refer her. I can't remember her. I couldn't even use her again if I wanted to, which by the way I have because we put in more closet organizers in other areas in our house, but I could not refer her. She didn't retain me as a client, and I could not resell with her. Why? Because she did not stay in touch with me. Even though she gave me an amazing fulfillment and delivery process. She marketed properly, she generated me as a lead, she nurtured me, she converted me, she gave me a great fulfillment process, but she forgot one of the most important pieces. How does she still retain me as a future client? How does she get me to refer her? She does that by being in my face, by keeping top of mind. She did not do that. And I can't remember her name, I can't find her phone number. She's lost me as a client and all of my referrals. So that is the biggest reason why people do not make it in any business. No matter what business that they're in, they do not think about all phases of the sales cycle. And understand the sales cycle: marketing, lead generation, lead nurture, conversion, right? Fulfillment and delivery, and the 5 R's, all of them work hand in hand. So you might be a great marketer, but if you don't know how to nurture the leads that you're creating, nothing will happen. You might have an excellent process of fulfillment and delivery, and you're great to your clients, but if you don't know how to market, you don't know how to generate leads, and you can't nurture them, you're never going to convert them, so you're not going to be able to give them good service. I hope this makes sense. This is the number one reason why businesses, any professional, any business does not make it. They forget about how important every single phase of the sales cycle is, and they only focus on one or two. And if you're missing any one of these areas, there's huge gaps in your business. So I hope that was helpful. That is how you as a real estate agent or a coach or a consultant, any kind of entrepreneur, any kind of professional, ends up getting more business, converting that business, keeping that business, and staying in business. So hope that was helpful. Do me a favor, like and subscribe and share, and I'll see you on the next one. Krista Mashore here with Krista Mashore Coaching, and we want to teach you, and that's exactly what we do. We teach people how to dominate their industry and how to dominate their space, properly using video and properly distributing it. Hey there, I have a brand new podcast called Fired Up with Krista Mashore, where I bring my high energy right to your ears. This podcast is available on all your favorite podcast platforms. So do me a favor, go subscribe and leave a review. All this information is free, and I cannot wait to teach you everything I know. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.